So there's been a lot of talk about using CRISPR for gene editing in humans, and that can be a controversial thing, I think, very naturally.
There's many aspects of ethics that need to be looked at. Firstly, if we're talking about using CRISPR, are we using it in somatic cells, such as T cells, or are we using it in embryos or germ stem cells? And the issue with that is now you're modifying the genome at a germline level.
Any unintended consequences could go forward many generations, you're saying, with germline editing.
Sure, there's unintended consequences, but there's also lack of consent. If you are
not around, you can't consent.
Exactly,
right.
So these future generations or products of CRISPR, they can't consent. Another, I think, ethical component is if CRISPR does make it to market, who will have access to it? Is it going to be cost prohibitive? Will only a certain select few be able to use it?
As many new cancer drugs are today, right?
Right,
Will
right.
that be how it is? Yeah.
Would people start using it for non-therapeutic reasons? And I think this then can get into a whole slippery slope.
So I think a lot of people are concerned maybe that CRISPR will be used in kind of frivolous ways, maybe just to choose somebody's eye color or how tall they are or what color hair they have. And I think what a lot of people don't realize maybe is that the state of genetics is not quite there.
It's nice to think that I can go in and choose exactly what eye color I want, but fundamentally, science doesn't exactly know all of that yet. We don't know every single gene related to eye color, nor the regulatory mechanisms, nor the epigenetics. This is a
right.
huge,
So we can use CRISPR
issue
now to try and understand better how do our genes relate to these different features, these different phenotypes that we have. There's a lot of work left to do before we even know what are the knobs and dials, what are the controls that affect eye color or how tall you are. So I think this question right now, even though it's important to discuss, I kind of feel like it's more theoretical right now.
Yeah, or is it really even a point necessary for conversation? Because people are going out every single day and getting plastic surgery to change how they look. How is this any different? And in the same slant, people are using in vitro fertilization, right? So this is manipulating genomes. You're choosing which embryos to implant. So we're almost doing little aspects of what CRISPR has the potential to do.